The boy gently tapped the large star, and instantly, it shattered into countless smaller stars. The two adults stood frozen, stunned by the sight of the starry scene, like a meteor shower, unfolding before them. But what shocked them even more was that the boy had solved the problem they had both failed to resolve. Not long ago, the two of them had been arguing over whose method was correct. That evening, the boy had tried to climb the ladder with an anchor on his back because he needed to go to the moon to clean. Soon, he reached the top, but when he didn't know what to do next, his body suddenly floated into the air. The boy tried to move in mid-air, and ended up sitting right on the moon. He discovered that the surface of the moon was covered with dense little stars, and the moon's light came from them. Suddenly, another star flew in, crashing into the moon like a meteor. At this point, the father and grandfather arrived as well. The father pulled a tool cart from the storage room, choosing an efficient flat broom, while the grandfather selected a broom shaped like a paintbrush. But when it was the boy's turn to pick his tool, the father wouldn't let him choose, insisting he use the same method as him. The grandfather, however, disagreed, claiming that the paintbrush broom was the best. The boy didn't know who to listen to, so he just listened to their argument. In fact, in the boy's memory, his father and grandfather were always arguing like this. For example, when they were rowing a boat before, the grandfather had put a new hat on the boy, but the grandfather raised the brim very high, saying it looked more spirited. The father, however, lowered the brim, saying it would keep him warmer. They would even argue over such small things. As they argued again, the ground suddenly shook violently. A giant star flew over and crashed heavily into the moon. The two adults had never seen such a large star, and despite trying numerous tools, they couldn't remove it. In the end, all their tools broke, but the boy gently tapped it once, as if he understood something. He quickly ran to the tool cart, grabbed a hammer, and climbed to the top of the giant star. He touched the star, then gently tapped it once more. The next second, the giant star shattered into countless small stars, scattering across the entire moon. The boy solved the problem using his own method, and when he crawled out from the starry heap, a confident smile appeared on his face. Then, the boy chose the tool that suited him best, and the father and grandfather stopped arguing. Together, they piled the little stars to the edge of the moon. From that day on, the round moon became a small crescent moon.